Attention call has just been sounded, signaling the entrance of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines. The Philippine Military Academy started with the establishment of the Academia Militar on October 25, 1898 in Malolos, Bulacan, by the power of a decree issued by the Philippine Republic President, General Emilio Aguinaldo. The Academia was a school which awarded its graduates regular commissionship in the Armed Forces of the Philippines, which lasted until 20 January 1899, before hostilities between the Filipinos and the Americans erupted. On 17 February 1905, an officer school of the Philippine Constabulary was founded at the walled city of Intramuros in Manila. 3 years later, on 01 September 1908, the school was transferred to Baguio City, initially at Camp Henry D. Allan and subsequently at Teachers Camp. On 08 September 1926, the Philippine Legislature passed Republic Act 3496, which renamed the school the Philippine Constabulary Academy and lengthened its course from 9 months to 3 years, with provisions to strengthen the faculty and revise its curriculum. On 21 December 1936, Commonwealth Act No. 1, also known as the National Defense Act, was passed. The Act formally created the Philippine Military Academy and authorized to confer a Bachelor of Science degree to its graduates after they successfully completed the 4-year course. The outbreak of the World War II disrupted training in the Academy. Classes of 1942 and 1943 graduated ahead of schedule, and its members were assigned to combat units of Bataan and other parts of the country. Many perished in the war. On 05 May 1947, the Academy reopened at Camp Henry P. Allen. Due to the need for wider grounds, the Academy moved to its present site at Fort del Pilar in Loacan, some 10 kilometers away from downtown Baguio City, and named after the young hero of Tirad Pass, General Gregorio H. del Pilar. It was developed into a military training institution with facilities and infrastructures required by a growing academy. In the 1960s, the academy underwent major changes as socio-humanistic courses were added to balance the techno-scientific disciplines with a view towards providing a well-rounded education that is relevant to the needs of a growing AFP.
With the implementation of Republic Act 7192, the acceptance of women in the Academy was introduced. With this act, the Academy made a step towards the recognition of women's status and equality. The female cadets have undergone practically what their male counterparts have been tasked to do. Although living in separate quarters, they have been afforded equal treatment and training. Today, the Philippine Military Academy remains focused on its vision to reach an international standard of military academy by the year 2028, producing military professionals of character dedicated to protect and help build the nation. Its mission adheres to the philosophy that adopts a holistic view of man as body, soul, and spirit. PMA believes that future leaders can be selected, formed, and developed to their fullest potentials. Under these concepts, PMA's Leader Development Program contains character development, a balanced college education, military leadership, and physical development. This total person concept is aptly captured in the PMA mission statement to instruct, train, and develop the cadets so that each graduate shall possess the character, the broad and basic military skills. This education is essential to the successful pursuit of progressing military career. As a value-centered leader, selfless service to the armed forces of the Philippines and the nation. These young men and women in front of you compose the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, coming from different regions of the archipelago, ranging as far north as Batanes to as far south as Tawi-Tawi. They were carefully selected through a series of competitive mental and physical examinations. These cadets represent different levels of our society and from all walks of life. These cadets before you are the future leaders of our armed forces and our nation.
As soon as the platoons occupy their respective places, the brigade adjutant designates Alpha Company as the base company. In a brisk manner called the adjutant's trot, the brigade adjutant makes his way between the line of troops and the troop commander. In a like manner, the battalion adjutants join their respective battalion staff. As the corps is ordered to stand in parade rest, the band shall play a martial tune. The essential and primary purpose of the Philippine Military Academy's education and training program is to cultivate and develop the cadets to be the finest young individuals intellectually, tactically, spiritually, emotionally, and physically to become qualified commissioned officers in selfless service to the armed forces of the Philippines and our nation. The Academy, founded in 1898, has become true to its mission to produce educated and honorable men, preparing them with a holistic education for their progressive military career. Its alumni handle key positions, both in military and civilian institutions. For the Academy to accomplish this result, it shall provide to young men and women an undergraduate education of the highest quality, conducted in and facilitated by the unique PMA curriculum of military discipline, with emphasis placed on qualities of courage, integrity, and loyalty. And because of these trusts, she was able to produce Valor Awardees who serve as true affirmation that indeed the Filipino is worth living and dying for. PMA is a state-supported academic institution that has a glorious history to cherish. It provides a well-rounded education and training, delving on character development, academic excellence, military professionalism, and physical development. The PMA curriculum is specifically designed to produce leaders for peace or war. Because of a rapidly changing security environment, the Academy formulated its 2028 roadmap in order to align its goals with the Armed Forces of the Philippines Defense Planning Guidance. This roadmap will also be guided by the policy guidance from higher headquarters, such as the Development Support and Security Defense System of Management. PMA program has been based for more than 100 years on the concept of selfless service of military profession for our nation.
PMA's multifaceted program is demanding. Cadet life is designed to instill in each cadet a lifelong concept of love for God and country, courage, duty, excellence, honor, humility, integrity, loyalty, respect, and solidarity. Because cadets live and coexist in close association with fellow cadets, respect for the right of others becomes their way of life. This is the spirit of the Honor Code. This is our most cherished possession. Strong religious convictions are fully respected, and high moral principles are fully encouraged inside the Academy. Therefore, every effort is made to create in the Academy an intellectual atmosphere within which cadets may mature in their religious beliefs. Cadets attend denominational church services of their preference inside and outside the Academy, where they will find a warm welcome at various cadet-oriented programs, including Bible study, Sunday school, church choirs, and church-sponsored social activities. Finally, after 4 long years of hard work and training, comes graduation. This event means the promotion of plebes to yearlings to the third-class cadets. It is another year of completion, closer to their goals. To the second-class cadets, this signals that they shall assume overall leadership of the Corps. And to the seniors, graduation signifies the beginning of a life of self-service to our country and people as regular officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
The brigade adjutant faces about, salutes, and renders to the brigade commander that the Cadet Corps is formed.
In a short while, the brigade commander will give a series of commands for the Corps to execute, the Manual of Arms. Starting with right shoulder arms. Left shoulder arms. Port arms. inspection arms. And finally, order arms.
The brigade commander orders the adjutant to account the troops. After receiving the reports, the brigade adjutant faces about, salutes, and renders to the brigade commander, "Sir, the Corps, all present and accounted for." The brigade commander then orders the adjutant to publish the orders of the day. After publishing the orders, the brigade adjutant gives to the command officers in their march. He then proceeds to his position with the brigade staff, as cadet officers from each battalion march forward to receive instructions from the brigade commander.
Communications, orders, and disseminations must pass through proper channels. This is a practice observed in the military profession, which signifies the importance of the chain of command. Approaching the grandstand, ladies and gentlemen, are the members of the chain of command. The officers of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines. Upon the salute of his officers, the brigade commander acknowledges, gives instructions, and directs them to proceed back to their respective posts. While inside the hallowed grounds of this great institution, the cadets must endure challenging training. The military system characterizes and distinguishes the unique life inside PMA. It fosters punctuality, order, discipline, and respect for authority. By placing cadets in a uniform plane, it enables these young men and women to advance through self-reliance, initiative, and strength of character.
The brigade commander orders the corps to pass in review. Ladies and gentlemen, passing the review before you is the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, led by its Brigade Commander, Cadet First Captain Tristan Paglohan CCAP from Baguio City, with his staff, WMD Bulacan, Giovanni Aguya, Pangasinan, Kid Sarmiento, Pampanga, West Panel, Pangasinan, Mary Santanes, Leyte, Jeremiah Presto, Palawan, Paolo Oscar, Barisita. The Philippine Military Academy Band of the Baton, musicians made Benjie over the First Battalion Commander Joshua Vela Pampanga with his staff, Daryl Colita, Tabatil Sur, Leo Patparan, Pangasinan, Sean Tarana, Taguig, Christian Molin, Mountain Province, Michael Brillantes, Baguio City. Alpha Company Commander J. Roma Sansad from Baguio City with his staff, Albert Leo Calawan, Alhan Alifin Chapuanga, Hans Cabrera, Camarines Sur. First Platoon Leader, Inerviato Kalinga. Second Platoon Leader, Valerie Judito Seco. Third Platoon Leader, Newton Obaldo from Apayao.
Fourth Platoon Leader, Justin Bueno from Tarlac, with Company First Sergeant Jude Vergara from Batangas. Bravo Company Commander Archie Andres from Baguio City with his staff. Radyo Ending Oroquieta, Mark Papis, Pangasinan, and Charles Isidero from Mindoro. First Platoon Leader, Kenneth Olga, Lanao del Norte. Second Platoon Leader, Paul Magnaan from General Trias. Third Platoon Leader, Ken Obis from Camarines Sur. With Company First Sergeant Elvin Oyoon from Butuan City.
Second Battalion Commander James J. Tagsip from Bohol Staff. J.P. Flores Paticor Zulu. Homie Wins Bukidnon. Portasik Cavite. Adrian Natigay Quezon City. Eric Labastida from Laguna. Charlie from Commander Leo Mensapan from Zamboanga Sibugan with his staff. Jonathan Rivera from Casinan. Ivan Darang from Quezon City. And Jimmy Escote from Cagayan. First Platoon Leader Renz Flores from Negros Occidental. Second Platoon Leader Dalvin Ferdinand from Cavite. Third Platoon Leader Benitong Department III from Albay. Fourth Platoon Leader Princess Ravi from Rizal.
Delta Company Commander Clarence De La Rosa from Pangasinan with his staff. Michael Landini, Pangasinan, Charles Baharon, Negros Oriental, and Paulo Jesus from Quezon City. First Platoon Leader Gerald Bautista from Iligan. Second Platoon Leader Sherwin Villalobos from Batangas. Third Platoon Leader Christian Carolan from Mindoro. Fourth Platoon Leader Randy Kinisala from Cebu. With Company First Sergeant Lana Teresa Rizal from Taguig City.
As the colors pass in front of you, we request everyone to rise and render the appropriate courtesy. You may sit down after the colors have passed. Ladies and gentlemen, the colors, led by its color officer, Cadet First Class Joshua Romero from Manila.
Third Battalion Commander Janelle Coutinho from Cebu with his staff. Johnny R. Christian Navarra from Makati. Romeo Cheo, Miguel de Oro, Daniel Barban Zamboanga, and Kyle Cristobal from Bulacan. Echo Company Commander Raven Bedoy from Iligan with his staff. Fernando Zacares, Pangasinan, Roy Pinson, Negros Oriental, and Michael Abdal from Cagayan. First Platoon Leader Isaac Brado from Misamis Oriental. Second Platoon Leader Harold Mendito from Quezon City. With Company First Sergeant Nico Cáceres from Naga City.
Foxtrot Company Commander Kyle Captain from Cebu with his staff. Philip Concepcion Isabela, Paul Makitan, Baguio City, and Georgian Podaan from Baguio City. First Platoon Leader Dix Calma from Cebu City. Second Platoon Leader Jude Abraham from Caloocan. 3rd Platoon Leader, Gabriel Nitro from Batangas. Fourth Battalion Commander, Joshua Cañete from Manila with his staff, Elijah Esquera, Baguio City, Romel Lorica, Tacloban, Ani Chen, Rebaisia, Fatima Salaw, Bulacan, Jesse Lozano, North Cotabato. Golf Company Commander, Kevin Babaran with his staff, Denmark Gutierrez III, Darwin Mocapagal, and Michael from Darina. First Platoon Leader, Renato Fatawin from Kalinga. Second Platoon Leader, Aljon Guevara from Taguig City. Third Platoon Leader, Romeo Frias from Pangasinan. With the Company First Sergeant, Jake Mosquera from North Cotabato.
Hawk Company Commander Justin Solon from Cebu with his staff, Daniel Pedregosa, North Cotabato, and Canagaitan, Sarangani Province, and Ulysses Bravo from Davao City. First Platoon Leader, Carl Pedrosa from South Cotabato. Second Platoon Leader, AJ Tubalias from Northern Samar. Third Platoon Leader, Alexander Ibrado from Nueva Ecija. With Company First Sergeant James Joshua Mora from Sambuanga del Sur.
That concludes this morning's ceremony. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay ang Republika ng Pilipinas.
Benjie B is the man. Share this blog with everyone, all right?